Hi guys, my name is Govind Chandak and I am the business head of NSTM India. We are a premium digital marketing and data science training company offering both online and offline modes of learning. I hope you all are at home and are completely safe with your family. Today we are going to talk about what are the tips and strategies to nail your next job interview. I have divided this video into three parts. Number one is the pre-interview preparations. Number two is how you should be taking care, what are the things that you should take care during the course of your interview. And finally, how to take the feedback of your interview process from the recruiter. If you are really looking forward to crack your next dream company, please make sure that you are watching this video till end. So without wasting much time, let's get started. The step number one, get started with first is reading the job description. See guys, understand reading the job description really helps you to understand the integrity of that job. I have seen a lot of students who do not actually are aware about which interview they are sitting, which is the company, or in fact what is the job role they are looking forward to. And when we ask certain set of questions related to their job description, they completely fail in that. So make sure that you are reading the job description very carefully and understanding the role that has been expected out of you. The second thing I want to talk about is reading the company details and not missing the pre-placement talk. See, always make sure that you are scrolling through all the company details, like the details of the company, the management they have, the work culture they have, the awards they have got. This helps you to understand a little about how is the company, how is your life at the company is going to look like, how is your career path is going to grow, etc. Third thing, you can also get in touch with certain set of people of that company onto channels like LinkedIn, and you can ask them how is the company, how is the team culture, and how you should be going about the interview. These are the three main important things that you should be taking care while doing your pre-interview preparations. Now, the next thing I want to talk about how you should be understanding in case of interview. Okay, guys, in phase 2, we are going to talk about what are the things that you should be taking care during your interview. Number one, guys, needless to say, please have a proper grooming. Wear proper set of formals, wear proper set of formal shoes, and look like a gentleman. Second important, guys, always try to understand the interviewer's mind. Whenever interviewer is throwing any kind of question, please try to analyze why he is asking you that question. And then you can surely give him the answer what he is expecting. Thirdly, guys, always try to have a prognosis of where your interview is going to head. I mean, please, I gently request you to read your resume twice or thrice. In case if there are any loopholes, please be ready for the set of questions that you will get across it. And try to figure out what is the best possible answer that you can give. Okay. Next thing is, guys, about if you are really nervous, please accept that you are nervous. You don't need to be a superhuman when interviewer is asking you like, are you nervous or do you want a glass of water? If you are, say yes. See, if you are nervous, just try to understand that, go in the mindset that you are just having a gentle discussion with someone. You are not going for an interview. Because it is mostly a process of selection, not a process of rejection. The way you need the job, the company also needs a good candidate. The next thing I want to highlight is about the attitude, which really matters at an entry-level interview. See guys, try to understand that whatever technical knowledge is required to fulfill the job can be taught if you are a good attitude person. So always make sure that you are portraying a good set of attitude, good set of mannerism and etiquettes, seeking permissions wherever required, and not over satisfying your own ego. I want to talk about what you should be speaking into your introduction. See, always make sure that your introduction part is at least last for 60 seconds. In case interviewer wants to ask anything, he will surely interrupt you and ask you questions. So the introduction part should consist of number one, your first name, because they know whom they are speaking to. Your current education from latest to oldest, just go till your graduation degree, not beyond that. Number 3, any work experience or internship experience, or in case if you have done any kind of mini projects or major projects, etc. Number 4, what are your long-term goals? Number 5, what are your short-term goals? Remember, long-term and short-term goals should be bounded by a time horizon. Number six, and the most important, just say strengths, not weakness. The strengths comprises of both personal strengths and technical strengths. Number 7, you can talk about your hobbies and interests, because you don't really want to look a boring guy who is just focused on academics. You can also highlight any set of extracurricular activities you are excelling into. Number 8, and important, you can highlight a little about your family. You don't need to say a lot of stuff about your family. You can quickly crisp it like, my father is this, my mother is this, and I have a little sister or a younger sister or a younger brother or an elder sister or an elder brother. So this comprises of your introduction part. Please make sure that you are rehearsing your introduction twice or thrice. Number 1 is situation based questions. You will see a lot of interviews comprises of high set of situation based questions, because it helps interviewer to understand your attitude, your genuineness, and your work cultural fit. Now, even if your answers are right, interviewer will keep on cross questioning you and pen stones on your mind to understand how much patience do you have. So the trick to solve this kind of situation based questions is very simple. You should ask some time from the interview. Think, understand, build logic, and then answer. Remember, your attitude and the way of communications really matters. So even interviewer is trying to grill you, make sure that you are not losing your calm. Question that might come to you is across your strengths and proving your strengths. So for technical strengths, you can say that I'm especially good in, let's say, marketing, all the subjects in marketing, but especially into branding and positioning. Now, personal strengths, you can say that I'm good in leadership skills or etc. 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 Let's say I'm good in leadership skills, I'm a hard worker, I have a high patience, I am a guy with time bounded, I'm a task driven guy. In all of these cases, make sure that you have a real life example to prove that. So for example, if someone is highlighting like prove that you have leadership skills or prove that you are a leader. So in all of these cases, you can always give your real life examples in terms of the events that you have participated in the college, or in terms of the task that you have got it done through your entire classroom, or in case of anything that you have done into your internship or into your project or into your mini or major projects. It can be as small as that you have got a PPT done overnight from a group of 10 friends. So any situation which is logical can be given as an answer to this question. The next story is about weaknesses. See guys, do not answer the weaknesses unless and until it is asked for. So make sure that you are preparing your weaknesses as well, because interviewer is going to, if you say that I don't have any weakness, interviewer will say, oh my god, you are a god that you don't have any weakness, and you will fall on your face. And in case if you say that I have this set of weakness, interviewer will say that okay, we don't want such people into the company who have this set of weaknesses. So guys, always make sure that you are not allowing the interviewer to grill down a lot. Close the things or wrap the things as much as you can at the above level of the funnel only. So in case of weakness, you will answer that from such hypothetical situations. So for example, when asked to me, I said that I am a short-tempered guy. But when I figured out this weakness, I have started doing meditation and it is helping me a lot. So if you're saying any set of weakness, always back it up with what you are doing to get rid of it. Otherwise, interviewer will say you know your weakness, but still you are not doing anything to cure it. So make sure that if you are saying any kind of weakness, you are backing it up with what you are doing to cure it. The third question which is generally asked is about your idol. When it is asked about your idol, people generally say my father. Yes, you can say your father if it is a public figure. But if your father is not a public figure, maybe into your mind your father is your idol but interviewer does not know much about your father, so this answer becomes a little irrelevant. In case if you say some set of public figure like Sachin Tendulkar or Amitabh Bachchan sir or Mr. Narendra Modi sir, that's fine, but make sure that you know in and out of everything about them. Because in my interview I was asked how many runs Mr. Sachin Tendulkar has scored in India versus Pakistan match in the year of 1993, and that was very vague. So to deal with this set of situation, always tie your idol with a hypothetical object. For example, when asked to me, I answered in such a way that my idol is sitting in my courtyard, because whenever I throw water on him, he quickly stands, twirls around, sheds all the water and walk away. So in the same way, if someone is putting up negative thoughts on me, I quickly stand up, twirl around, shade that negative thoughts and move towards positivity. Again, the interviewer cannot ask you questions around dogs. So the question comes about why we should hire you. So guys, whenever this set of question comes like why we should be hiring you, so always try to answer in terms of your technical strengths and your personal strengths, and connect both of these strengths to the job description. This will instill confidence in interviewer that you are a right fit for the job, and hence this completes your answer. The next question that can come around what is your expected salary? You should always answer like according to the norms and policies of the company. But still, interviewer will ask you what are you expecting? So you should say your expectation, but in an indirect way. So for example, you can say that let's say I have to feed a family of 4, and I live in let's say XYZ city, and you understand the expenses that comes in this city to feed a family of 4. So by understanding this, I am very sure that you will be onboarding me with the right pay scale. If you have a family of 4 in let's say city like Pune, you will at least need an amount of rupees 20 to 25,000 rupees per month. So you got it. In the last part of the interview, the interviewer will ask you any questions for me. Then please do not jump on the feedback of the interview. They will surely give you if you have done a good job. But ask about what is the role that is expected out of you. How is the work culture? How is the career path? Always try to ask logical questions. Or let's say if you love some of the case studies of the company, ask how did you do this? How you were able to manage all of these big things? So you can ask in this way. Also guys, make sure that you're also preparing the questions around guesstimates, because these are one of the hot topics that people ask you. You can also prepare the topics around aptitude and logical reasoning. And the condition or situational based questions that we have already talked about. These tips and tricks is helpful for you and will surely help you to crack the entry level interviews very smoothly. Please share this video with your friends and family members so that it might reach out to maximum people and giving benefits to everyone. Please keep me posted on how you are using these strategies, and you can also subscribe to my YouTube channel where I make a lot of videos around digital marketing and business strategies, and it's a gold mine for students and working professionals. Thank you so much for watching. Stay home, stay safe.